engines are tuned and tested. Drivers have taken their high-performance cars onto the high banks and put them through their paces. The air is charged, the excitement is building, and everybody's revved up. It's time for more stock car racing from Daytona International Speedway.
Getting set for green.
Mike, you could hear him shifting down and clearing those motors up, anticipating the start. Every one of these guys know it's very important to get a great start.
Labonte and Schrader the front row, Andretti and Koch, Burton and Gordon, Spencer and Jarrett, Trickle and Mayfield the first 10. Green flag for the first of 50 laps.
Inside line moved off a little bit quicker than the outside line. Bobby Labonte out there by himself. Good start.
From Mark Martin's car, looking back as he pulls alongside David Green. That's Ted Musgrave, teammate to Mark Martin. Inside is Steve Grissom.
Mike, in the race last weekend, they were actually bumping into each other, doing bump drafting in the corners and down the straightaways. It makes both cars run much quicker if you have a little bit of help.
First lap complete. Bobby Labonte, the pole sitter, will lead it. And they're stacked up, 2 abreast behind him.
In line with each other. And caution will be coming out. Debris on the racetrack. That's going to be a huge break for Wally Dallenbach.
They'll race back to the caution flag to establish restart position. Bobby Labonte to lead that first pack across.
Okay, you can see Kenny Schrader there. You see his arm going back and forth to let everybody know behind him that there's problems and the yellow flag is out. You see him waving there, the lead car, Labonte, letting everybody know we're slowing down so you don't run in the back of the car when the caution comes out.
12 cars that established a breakaway back to Johnny Benson. It was David Green, Dick Trickle, Jeff Green, and Hut Strickland fighting for that bubble spot that determines the last driver to qualify for the 500 in this event. Bobby Labonte leads us under the caution flag. 2 Pontiacs, 2 Chevys, and 2 Fords at the first 6 spots. We'll be right back. Labonte, Ned, as you said, he's giving Marlin a big trouble back straight away. From the middle of the pack, cars have gone spinning. Dick Trickle down to the inside.
They'll race back to the start-finish line, but Dick Trickle with the roof flap up on it. Here they come. Back to the line.
Kenny Irwin Jr. there to 28.
And Jeff Gordon will lead them across. Marlin squeezes his way up to second past Dale Jarrett.
We knew something had to happen back there in that pack of cars as they were getting down nearer to the end of this race, and they started battling for that transfer position.
And one of this sport's most experienced drivers and one of its rawest rookies get tied up. Here's Ralph.
Well, they have brought Kenny Irwin down pit road. He has got heavy damage to the right side of the car. He's got damage to the left side of the car as well. He's got donuts all over the door panels. They are working to get the sheet metal off so they can change the right side tires. Gasman Norman Kajimizu filling him up with fuel. They'll go to work on the left side of the car as well. They're trying to get the sheet metal away here so they get the jack up underneath. They are struggling to get the left front tire off. The sheet metal is having to be pulled away, and they're going to let him go. Well, now they've stopped him again. They're just trying to pull the sheet metal away enough so that maybe they can leave those. Well, now they're going to take the left side tire off. A lot of decisions being made on the spur of the moment down here as to what they can do quickest to get Kenny Irwin back into this race.
Let's have a look at what happened among 3 cars in the back straightaway.
Okay, we come off of turn 2, and it looks like that Kenny Irwin might have gotten into the wall. He's the car out here, and there's the 35 car of Todd Bodine and Dick Trickle, this 90 car, as he slides down to the inside. Amazing that more cars didn't get involved.
Todd Bodine come up just a little bit. They made contact there, and Kenny Irwin Jr. You can see right now as they come off, see Kenny Irwin Jr. on top. He gets into the right rear corner of the 35 there. That turns him. You see Dick Trickle just turn left to avoid the wreck in front of him.
Irwin appeared to bounce off the wall into Todd Bodine. Let's have another look at it and slow it way down.
Right there, Kenny Irwin hit the outside wall, which shot him down to the inside into Todd Bodine. And Dick Trickle, of course, right down there also.
Trickle had to turn hard left when he did. The car broke loose and into the infield.
Here's what it looked like from one of the cars involved as we come out of turn number 2 right along with Todd Bodine.
The finish.
10 laps to go. There's Schrader down on the inside.
And nobody down there to help him, Mike. He's having a tough time getting up through the pack, even with the new tires.
Schrader said at the top of the show, he's guaranteed of 31st. His qualifying, oh, trouble again, off the corner, and around goes Pardis, Dan Pardis. Graduate of the NASCAR Dash Series for compact cars, got tied up, slides halfway down the backstretch. Steve Grissom may also be involved.
And they'll race back to the flag one more time.
Caution laps do count. Sterling Marlin, whose dad won a 125-mile qualifying race here, brings them across the caution flag with Dale Jarrett, Bobby Labonte, Derek Cope, and Jimmy Spencer in tow. Let's show you what happened here, and again, it's up in turn 2.
Well, here they come, 3 abreast out of that turn. Chad Little in the green 97 car down on the inside, but it looked like
that's Mike Cicchetti.
Cicchetti got into the back there and turned him as they start off the corner. There comes Grissom in the 41 by, went down on the flat part of the racetrack, and I'm sure he lost it as he tried to get back on the racetrack.
Now let's show you what happened to Steve Grissom in the aftermath of this.
Okay, Grissom's down on the dirty part of the racetrack. You can see the dust flying off the rear wheels there. As he turns right to get back up on the racetrack, watch the back of the car start to get sideways. He's in big trouble right there.
See the car spinning around. Steve Grissom, number 41. And up onto the banking. Hits the wall with the left side. Quite a bit of damage to the car. You see these roof flaps up there? They're designed to come up when the car starts backwards, and that'll help to keep the car on the ground.
Sterling Marlin aims for his 2nd career victory in the Gatorade 125. As we pause for this message and a word from your local CBS station.
You're right, buddy. That move cost Jimmy Spencer. He was trying to better his position for the Daytona 500.
1 lap to go. This not only determines who gets in, but where they will start on Sunday.
Certainly, if you have anything left, you put it all to work right
Trouble!
Right now.
One car hard in the wall. That may have been Schrader. A vicious right turn into the wall for Schrader. They will race to the checkered flag. And look at this on the back straightaway. Sterling Marlin trying to weave and break the draft.
Exactly what he was doing. He's watching his mirror right now. Dale Jarrett pulled up about a car length as they head down toward the front straightaway.
Still side by side back of the pack. There's your leader. Ahead of Dale Jarrett, Sterling Marlin, whose father won one of these qualifying races, will go to victory lane. Jarrett, Labonte, Spencer, Burton, Cope, and Martin. And 3 wide at the flag come Dallenbach and the Green brothers, which may have been just a little too late. Kenny Schrader, thankfully, is out of his car.
But he might be hurt. He's hurting, that's for sure.
But, Ned, that crash was so vicious that just to see Schrader climb out is a great sign.
It certainly is.
Johnny Benson Jr., the Busch Series and ASA champion. That car does not have a provisional spot to get in Sunday's 500.
Brand new team to no points. And I'm not sure that his speed was good enough either, Mike, to get him in. Of course, we'll have to sort all of that out because that crash certainly made a world of difference in who got in and who doesn't.
There's a good sign. Kenny Schrader's standing on his own right now. What probably happened, the seats are pretty firm. Probably knocked the air out of him just for a second. You can see him walking around looking the car over.
He knew that he'd be in the Daytona 500. He said so at the top of the show, but he wanted that race car in the Daytona 500. That race car won't be in there. He'll have to go to a backup.
And start at the back. That's Johnny Benson talking to Schrader about the incident that has destroyed 2 cars and may have destroyed Benson's chances for running on Sunday. Let's have a look.
Okay, there you see Schrader's car. The number 33 get loose as he goes into the turn. It turns sideways and heads to the wall head on.
And when he hit the wall, he back into Benson there, the 26 car. You can see it spinning round and round. He had absolutely nothing to do with it. Wrong place at the right time.
Here's another look.
Oh, David Green gets into the back of him and turns him to the outside.
Sterling Marlin has arrived in Victory Lane. Go to Victory Lane with Dick Berggren.
Well, he's won the Daytona 500 twice. Now he's won the 125-miler twice. But that last lap was really something with the 88 all over your back bumper.
Well, it was. I tell you, all the guys on the Coors Light team done a great job. And all the boys back to shop, I just want to thank everybody, especially thank Felix Bodies, Tony Glover, Buddy Barnes, Red Dog, the whole bunch. And thanks Chevrolet, Goodyear. We're having a good time, man. It's great to be back.
Now, when you saw all those hot dogs pit and take on fresh tires, did you think when that happened that you should have done the same?
Well, we felt like that, you know, our car was real tight high. And I kept letting off gas. And I said, I'm going to the bottom. And I went down to the bottom and got to picking them off. And that's where our car was good. Just never had to lift on the bottom. And that's one of the lot of races here getting it set up like it. So worked good for us.
Well, that's the way for a driver to start with a brand new team, Mike Joy.
Of course, Ken Schrader. Many picked him to win the race. But recall what happened to him. Down in turn number 1, head on into the wall. Takes Benson with him. Badly hurt his sternum. The question has been, will he start the car on Sunday and run the entire 500 miles? He's tough. How tough is he? Let's find out right now from Dick Berggren.
Thanks, Ken. Kenny Schrader hit the wall about as hard as a man can hit it and still walk away. The steering wheel in his race car started out looking like this, like nice and round and all fine. This is the actual steering wheel that was in the car. Look how hard he must have hit the wall in order to bend that wheel. But Kenny Schrader is with me now. How are you feeling?
I'm a little sore, but other than that, we're fine.
Going to be able to run the race tomorrow?
That's the plan. Don't see any reason why we wouldn't be able to. We're just going to have to get padded up and protected up a little extra.
Going to wear this little vest tomorrow?
Yeah, this is the vest that the one of the Copenhagen bull riders, Mark Kane, came up with to protect them in their bull riding. It just kind of hold us together and protect in front of in case we were to hit something again. And then this piece of harder plastic could go across the front of it, attached to the front of it, go underneath my uniform. With the straps over it, just in case we were to hit something with the front again.
Now, you're just going to start this race. You're not going to run the whole thing, are you?
I'm just going to run the first 200 laps.
The race is 200 laps long. This is one tough, brave guy, Ken Squire.
Some 50 laps, 125 miles. First 15 in the show, and some will go home. Green flag.
Already start fanning out, trying to get position. 3 wide going into turn 1.
That was Darrell Walter making the first move. Down low.
He does get a little racy there.
3 abreast and on the inside out of turn 2. Jerry Nadeau, the rookie, in number 13. Kenny Wallace, number 81, right behind him. They're still 3 abreast.
That outside lane was moving very good, and here's a move for the lead, but Terry Labonte hanging on down the inside. Earnhardt's trying to come, buddy.
Well, he's trying very hard. There was a little contact, it looked like there. The cars got very close. You could see Earnhardt move way up the racetrack as he gathered it back. It looked like a caution almost.
They started a race, they just didn't finish it.
And Earnhardt does take the lead.
Dale Earnhardt leads the first lap. Unavailable. The pole sitter, outside pole sitter for the 500, Terry Labonte, is coming to pit road.
He does not want to use that race car up in this race. He wants it available for Sunday's Daytona 500.
And that's where he's going to put it safely in the garage.
Buddy, you did that one year.
Did you? I did that, but I tell you, it really cost me quite a bit for the 500 because this is a rehearsal for the 500. You set your car up after this race and you say, okay, it got loose when the fuel was getting low and also the tires were getting worn out. So it's an important race to run, I think.
Let's check with Ralph Shaheen.
Terry, did you save the car by coming in, or is there a problem with the car?
Well, it wouldn't get the speed. We made some changes on it this morning, and it wouldn't accelerate on the start. And so there wasn't no point in me riding around back. I already had tire marks down both sides, and it looked like they were fixing a wreck. So I thought it'd be wise to come in and save the car for Sunday.
Mike, he'll save the car as far as the body goes, but of course, now remember, he will not have all the information he might want to have as far as race setup for the 500 on Sunday.
We ride under car just ahead. Earnhardt pulls them around the 2.5.
Oh, trouble!
Off turn 4. Darrell Waltrip is involved in it. The 59 goes sliding. Mark Gibson. Dave Marcus, rookie Steve Hart, Ricky Rudd, and Ricky Craven. Kyle Petty darted down pit road to miss them.
Mike, I saw Mark Gibson's car get sideways, whether he had help or not, coming off turn 4. You could see him turn sideways, triggering this chain reaction wreck.
Number 1, Steve Hart. Great year in the Busch Series last year. Modified standout, but that new team has no provisional spots to get in the Daytona 500. Rudd's car has come to rest on pit road, destroyed. Mark Gibson's car, the 59, couldn't make it to the pit lane. He's in the grass. That car is wrecked in the front. Dave Marcus, the senior member of this field, his car has come to rest down on the apron just past the start-finish line. And you are with Ricky Craven as he rides to the garage.
And you say, man, if I had not had that ignition problem, I wouldn't have been that far back in the field.
6 cars involved. Hart has climbed from his machine. So has Ricky Rudd. And Darrell Waltrip now climbing out by himself. There's Ricky. He's had a disappointing speed week. His car not up to speed as he would wish. Ricky Craven now has stopped, and he'll climb out. There's Darrell Waltrip, Daytona 500 champion. Tough luck today. 6 cars involved, and everyone has climbed out. Let's show you what happened coming off turn 4.
It looked like Mark Gibson in the blue and white car got loose up into the wall, came down into Darrell Waltrip. There comes Dave Marcus. He had nowhere to go. Ricky Rudd had nowhere to go. Then they back into the Bud car of Ricky Craven, and there's Park. 6 cars right there in your picture, all spinning around.
And the car right behind Gibson was Gary Bradbury. Don't know if there was any contact right there. May have been.
Might have been just a touch there. It don't take much at 200 miles an hour. When you touch, boy, that's what can happen. You can see visibility back here is impossible for people driving into that wreck.
Dave Marcus almost got through it there.
Here it is again. You see the 59 car, this blue and white one, as he got loose for some reason, gets into one car that gets on by just a little bit.
And here's what Ricky Craven saw.
There's what he couldn't see. When you drive in there, a lot of people don't understand how much smoke comes off these tires when you're spinning round and round.
Caution with Dale Earnhardt leading. Rusty Wallace, Ernie Irvin, Mike Skinner, Greg Sachs, and Michael Waltrip. While Darrell Waltrip's number 17 is among 6 contenders taken out in this crash. We'll be back to Daytona after this message and a word from your local station. Garage where Ralph Shaheen has caught up with rookie Steve Park.
Steve, what happened to you out there?
Well, we just, it looked like someone spun in the tri-oval, and we saw some smoke, and it looked like Darrell got hit from behind and got turned up, and when he come up the racetrack, we got into him a little bit, and at those speeds, you can't make too many good maneuvers to try to avoid it, and we thought we had it cleared for a second, but we ended up getting squeezed in it.
You were pretty close to maybe still making it on your time. Do you think you've got a good enough speed to get in?
Well, we hope so. We rolled the dice the last couple days and re-qualified, and we're able to be the fastest car second round, and hopefully that's going to stand up good enough to get us in the Daytona 500.
Mike, this is a rookie quickly becoming a veteran.
He has the talent to be a good one, Ralph. CBS Sports.
Darrell, can you tell me what happened?
I really don't know. I was down under somebody. No, I was on the outside of somebody. To tell you the truth, I don't remember. Somebody got into me, and I started spinning, and then I guess everything broke loose from there. I can't. You'll have to look at the tape and tell me who started. Somebody started. I don't know who.
You okay?
Oh, I'm fine. It just aggravates me that, you know, you think we could run a qualifying race. It's just a silly little qualifying race. Golly, you got to get in the 500. So it's really just depressing. Car's torn up, and my other car run last Sunday. It's not that good. So we got our work cut out for us now.
Packed house at Daytona for the Gatorade 125s, and the best seat in the house is up inside the Bud 1 airship. Aerial ambassador of the King of Beers.
Kyle Petty has dropped off the pace and is coasting down the backstretch.
And there's Kyle Petty, who will get in on a provisional to the Daytona 500. Buddy, when you're in a draft and one car breaks 88, they are fighting for the last spot to be decided from this race. Sandridge is in trouble. He and Brett Bodine got together, and he saved it.
Wow. I'm going to tell you, he got the Attaboy Award. Look at the right side. A lot of damage there. Tires rubbing. How he saved that car, I don't have a clue.
Great piece of driving. But I'm afraid he's out of the running here now because he has too much damage inside of that car.
Billy Standridge may be headed for pit road.
Mike, that whole right side of that car is on the tires right now. He'll have to come in. I'm sure it'll cut a tire down before too long.
Yeah, his crew needs to bring him in with those tires rubbing. That's where that smoke was coming from. Those tires are very thin.
Let's have another look at what happened coming off turn 4 between Brett Bodine on the outside and Billy Standridge.
Standridge just gets loose under him there. Almost, well, when they make the contact coming off turn 4. Look at Standridge now. This is where he was really in trouble. What a great job of driving.
Up front, 2 Chevys. Brett
didn't have advantage down the back straightaway.
Ralph?
Well, the last conversation between crews of the 36 and the 2 is let's hook up and go to the high side as we come to the finish. To Bill Seaton.
Yeah, well, you know, the fact that Mike Skinner's pushing has not been lost on that number 3 car. Dale Earnhardt just said to his crew chief, Larry McReynolds, the 21 car will not win the race. He's not going to get the help he needs to get around me.
To help Michael Waltrip with that orange car, you'd have to get up to it, and Skinner is not going to help. We've established that. 2 laps to go. It'll have to be either Ernie Irvin in the number 36 or Jeff Burton in 99 or the 2 of
Rusty Wallace. He had a thought there. You see Earnhardt driving to the bottom, zigzagging across the back there. At one time there, Michael Waltrip tried the outside and couldn't make it happen.
Trouble down toward turn 1. A car goes spinning through the grass. Loy Allen Jr.
Caution, this could be the last lap. They're coming around for the white flag.
And they'll race to the caution. This will be the last lap in competition as they come to the caution flag. Earnhardt wins it again. Michael Waltrip, Mike Skinner, Ernie Irvin, Rusty Wallace, and Jeff Burton. Now, here's the battle for 14th coming to the line. Robert Presley nails down the final transfer spot and denies Kenny Wallace. Loy Allen is okay after his car went spinning through the grass off Wallace's bumper. And Dale Earnhardt, once again, every single time in the 1990s, he's won this 125-mile qualifying race. Dale Earnhardt has won 11 of these qualifying races, but still seeks his first victory in Sunday's Daytona 500. Dick Bergeron's with him in victory lane.
Well, for the 30th time in his career, Dale Earnhardt drives into victory lane at Daytona, but it's been a while since you've driven into a victory lane. Does it feel pretty good today?
Well, this is where it ended last year, so we can start up here again this year. So it's a good race car, I tell you. It feels good. I got to thank Jim Goodrich and all Richard Childers' team. That whole race team worked awful hard. They didn't give up on us when we was having trouble last year, and they just rebounded. I think we got a great race team for this year. All the other sponsors that come on board and helped us out, we appreciate it. Food City, Snap-on, all those guys. It's just a good job for us. Coca-Cola's come on with us this year, so we got a lot of things going for this Chevrolet and AC Delco and Bass Pro Shops. Everybody's worked hard for us. Here we are in victory lane.
And your fans never gave up on you either. What can you tell them about what to expect from Dale Earnhardt in the Daytona 500?
Same thing. This is a good race car, and this is the car we're going to race there. We got an even better engine for the Daytona 500, so we're looking forward to Sunday's race.
Going to win it?
going to win it.
Well, a bold statement for the 7-time NASCAR champ. We'll be right back to Daytona.